I've got some good news.
What?
For our flight to Chicago, we will have the new season of Clarkson's Farm available.
Yes!
It drops on the 3rd of June.
Watch party on the plane.
We're not sat together, though, are we?
Stop boring me with details, Whitfield. We're on the
I'll be
same
shouting.
flight.
Shouting across all the aisles at you.
Silly aisles.
Yeah. Well, we've both got Amazon Prime Video, so we can download the whole season before we jump on the plane. Or the half season.
They're doing it in 3 breaks this time.
Last year.
It's 3 breaks. Yeah.
Is it 3?
Yeah. Oh.
I think
Amazon,
it's 3
come on.
episodes, 2 episodes, 3. I think it's how they're doing it all 3-2-2. It's 8 episodes.
Yeah, it's 8
Because they
episodes,
split the last one to 2
3-2-3
releases,
then.
didn't
It'll be
they?
3-2-3.
Bezos, come on.
No.
We need more Clarkson.
I saw that. I couldn't believe they'd done that. Usually 4 and 4 makes it nice and simple, but
Yeah, a
last time.
50-50 split, you know.
season 5, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes,
With
it is
6 to
season
come.
5.
Yeah. Do you remember when we went for the beginning of season 2 and we actually made a cameo? Yeah, was it episode 4?
No, it was one of the final
3 or
episodes
4?
of season
I thought
2.
it was one of the early ones where they opened the shop.
No, that's actually surprisingly towards the end of the season of that.
Wow, it's that long ago.
4, 2 and 2 this time around. So 4 to start.
4,
then
2,
2,
2.
and then
Okay,
2.
well, that's fine. That's fine. 4 on the plane will be fine.
Cover
Watch
some of
those
the
and I
time.
can have a nap until we get to. Oh, is it O'Hare? Yeah, it's O'Hare, isn't it? Yeah.
I'll let you know, Marky, if he ends up having a nap.
He will.
Well, if we're not editing that week's show, I'll be napping.
He will.
You may not be.
And you'll be running a memory stick down to me, so you can do the
I
polish.
will be. Oh, heads up, Ian. Chucking it across and it's going to land in the coffee pot. On this episode of the Incensed Podcast, a silly snake with a silly biome balls up, the May that Scoptic forgot to add events for, and the return of the Riolu. Listeners, open up that item bag and find something beginning with I that is not an incubator.
Slap on the incense, boys. It's time to go.
Let's hope we can bring you some good fortune, and for that immensely challenging task, we have Le Cru de Regular of Moful 27, the Vasa Hatcher, and Pogo Privileged UK. In the driving seat, lads, how are we doing for 272? Moa Man and
I genuinely
Vasa.
don't know, because we'll talk about it later in the show, but May info dropped. And you know how Silicobra is only available in the desert? Well, that month is
what's
a
info?
desert.
There we go. I think we've got a 3 month, everybody. Thank you.
And we'll see you in 4 weeks.
Scoped it. We need content for this show.
This is how they do it. They strangle you, don't they? They just take it away from you. The
Well,
source.
just a gentle one.
Yeah, they said, "Oh, you've never missed a week for 5.5 years." Well, boys, we're gonna make you.
We're going to
Actually,
test
you're not
you.
scoped it. You will not win.
Well, they said, challenge accepted.
We
Hold my
might
beer.
release a 20-minute episode, but it'll be every week. Do not worry. You're not going to start upsetting us from 272
There will.
onwards.
Yeah, we're hoping there won't be many Ginger approved episodes because, you know what, we like chatting for an hour plus.
We do. It's the only hour we chat during the week, the 3 of us. So
Well, we always usually chat for more than an hour. It's just
Yeah.
then edited out.
Yeah, actually, that's
'Cause
something that
we
we
are
actually do with this show, isn't it? It's called
that
editing.
good.
Yeah.
How you doing, Milo? Are you keeping well?
I'm keeping my Pogo privileged up to a good level, and I'm thrilled to be here with you guys to talk about many things that
You
are
figured out what your
not
news
up to
channel's going to
par.
be about since there's very little Pogo content coming.
What do you reckon?
No, 'cause I
Travel, Ian? Do you think travel might be one, maybe? You did travel around some other parks this week.
I was like, I'm doing a travel video. I'm going to Gunnersbury.
That's exactly it.
Next week, I'm going to
I went
Lammas.
north.
Yeah, that
I went
yeah.
north as well.
Next week, I'm going to Lammas.
I've got my passport. I'm going to Regent's Park.
Ah, yes, I should visit all London's parks. There we go.
That's a video idea.
That's
I mean, there's
and
no
video.
Pokemon Go to play at these parks currently, but you could visit
No,
them.
which we will get.
I caught a Weedle in
into.
every park in London.
Oh, I like that challenge. Nobody else would care.
One person might.
Yeah, one person.
One view.
One.
But I think we should jump into the regular part of the show. So as we said, you should have dropped your incense at this point, because if you get something spicy, you can tag us across various different socials, X, Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. We still have those accounts active. I don't know if we actually bother checking
We
them, to
actually
be
even
honest.
talked about reviving the TikTok, didn't we?
Can people tag us? Oh, we'll let you know when that's up and running, and then you can tag us and say hi. Alternatively, you can say hi or hello through our email contact@incensedpodcast.com or a direct message service, our campfire community, our Patreon exclusive Discord if you're part of the squad, and finally, a WhatsApp number that shall be read out.
It's AI Ana de Armas here. You can send the Incense podcast a WhatsApp voice message on +44 75926956696.
She's impatient, isn't she?
Well,
she's not in the
time
edit.
is precious.
Yeah, she's not in the edit.
Well, we won't be saying that in a few weeks' time, but yeah, we'll slow that down.
Time is precious, and we can't afford the bill for AI. But
You know, I actually tried to do a new AI.
who?
I actually tried.
Ian.
This is true. I actually tried to do AI. Who was it?
Bear Grylls, no, Ian.
No, it was. Anyway,
Margaret Thatcher.
the reason I can't quite remember, it was AI Keanu Reeves, and it was awful. I couldn't air it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it was.
Ian does have a
not
low
good.
bar when it comes to what he airs via the AI world. He has kept all the Arnie stuff on it, so it must have been like...
Hey, leave Arnie alone. Leave Arnie alone.
I want Bear Grylls to read out the WhatsApp
Yeah,
number,
we've
and
got
right at the
another-
end it's just this thing of adapt, improvise, survive.
That might be AI. We've got this that might be AI.
What?
And we need to clarify the spelling right
That's not AI.
You will need to
Now.
clarify the spelling
AI
of
next then?
hashtag shinies of the week, by the way, which you should add to any post that you send in our direction, hoping that we can decipher whatever you send it our way.
And we need to clarify the spelling right now.
Patience, Senor Club Trainer. That would be hashtag SHINIESOFTHEWEE.
And we need to clarify the spelling right now.
K.
Do you know what? I thought that was next, and it's Billy, isn't it? Sorry.
It is Billy.
Billy.
I don't think. Oh no. Okay, we have one from Nexton.
No, that's inaudible. Is that a word? It's definitely difficult.
Inaudible. That's definitely a word. Yes, that's a perfect word to describe it.
I'm sorry, could you clarify the spelling? Ian didn't get that.
You're a moron.
It's,
And I'm in control tonight.
dance for me, people.
Dance from your puppets. And speaking of dancing, over to you, Marky.
Well, we jump straight into 272, and this is probably the best bit of it,
dance.
actually. We'll dance, let's prance, or let's walk.
Noise.
It doesn't really matter what you did. It was very short distance because we had the
Swung a sock.
replay Riolu Hatch Day swinging event.
I don't want to know what he does with a sock.
That's what?
Tell you what,
What
Ian,
kind of event was it?
I haven't got a clue. I just heard the socky and I got excited. But no, we had probably the best event of the, one of the best events of the month, actually, with the Riolu Replay Hatch Day. It was, of course, here on Saturday. And the difference this time around was we had 6 hours to pick and choose
Noise.
when we could play it, or in Milo's case, play all 6 hours of it. But, you know, it was good to have Milo's calculating it going, not far off.
For once?
Ooh.
Wrong.
Oh. Well, we'll find out in a bit when we go around how we played it. But yes, and as we said, it's another one of the replay events. Love this replay theme. And again, we said originally when we heard about this, probably the best Hatch Day to come back and have another go at.
Mm-hmm.
And it did not disappoint. So 567 was the magical number that people were looking for from those 2 kilometre eggs. And mate, if
Was
567,
that 5 what?
6, 7, here we go again. And of course, the numpty here did not realise it was a super incubator. You basically had to sneeze and you'd hatch a 2 kilometre egg. It was so minuscule.
Sneeze and drop your phone.
Oh my days!
Yeah.
It was designed, if you wanted to play a lot of it, to spend a lot of dough playing. It was very cleverly done. But also, I can imagine they say if you didn't have enough time to play it, you didn't have to do too much to get something out of it. That's probably the more official way of looking at it.
Absolutely.
So, guys, how do we do? We all played it. I've watched all of the content that we've put out over this Hatch Day. Let's show the listeners. Who wants to go first?
Well, why don't you, Marky, kick things
Oh,
off?
I love that, Milo. Thank you very much.
Go for it.
Very good. So my Riolu shiny luck has been pretty good, but nothing very good in terms of IV. So it was quite nice to have a Hatch Day where I needed something to make me feel like I'd actually done well with it. Certainly from a shiny perspective. Bringing a hundo into the event's always a nice thing, but a 2-star shiny, it makes you feel like you can get better, strive to be better. It did bring back memories of Go Fest, when, of course, we had Riolu's fully evolved evolution in the wild. That was quite nice. I Do you remember? London Go Fest was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously, really good event.
Really, really good. But put a batch of 9 eggs. And after I cleared some sustainability weak eggs, talk about that later, I was like, this is going to be easy. This is a walk in the park. 3 shinies from the first 9. I was going, oh, wow, this is going to be very easy to do what we need to do. Unfortunately, none of them were really that good, which I expected. And no more Riolus chose to shine after that point. So by the end of it, I was probably 3 shinies out of about 60 eggs, I think, over the whole thing, which is what it sort of worked. That's a 1 in 20, which felt like double what the odds felt like they probably were. But got the Candy XL that I needed from all the hatching. That was nice. Was able to max out my hundo, which I previously megaed, which is obviously ticking a move on now for future Mega Z, is it, that we're going to get for Lucario?
Many moons down the road.
Many moons down the road, but it's there ready.
It's a super mega raid, by the way.
Super mega. But it's there. It's done. So felt like I got something out of it. A few more shiners I can mirror trade, but did get the Candy XL to max out the hundo.
That's a good accomplishment.
Yeah, liked it.
Definitely.
Enjoyed it. It was a lovely day. Yeah. Really good event. Like these events.
It was. It was a lovely, lovely sunny weekend. Even saw Vassal was out in the sunshine.
We always go out for events.
Ian?
So tell us about it.
To be fair, I think we're all going to have a similar story, except for Whitfield going, I hatched over 200 eggs and got 25,000 shinies. But
I don't even need to talk anymore. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Milo. Ian, how did you do?
So mine was somewhat more chilled than Whitfield. And I went out, and I was out for about 4.5 hours. So I was out for a good chunk of the event. And not that I needed anything, because as we all are OG players, we all have a lot of shiny Riolus. And most of mine I have traded away. So I was down to, I think, 1 or 2 left. So this was a good chance to restock because, as we've said, future mega. And I wanted something that was either good or something that could be lucky swapped. And I did, out of the 4.5 hours I played, I only did 10 batches of eggs, so 90 eggs, which isn't a lot. But my downfall was, because we're creating content, you want to hatch batches of 9. So you're having to complete your whole 9 spins to get the 9 eggs before you can hatch it. So I did a lot more walking than it would actually show on the hatches. But out of the 90 eggs that I hatched, I ended up with 5 shinies, 2 stars, and I think my best was 87, 89%, something like that. So sub 90, not great. But they're there for trade now, and there will be 1 or 2 lucky swaps going forwards. But I think it's safe to say, great hatch day, OG hatch day. And it's the mon. People love Riolu, especially that golden shiny. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
but,
such a good shiny family.
In terms of the hundos, I did get a 98% regular, but that was it for regulars. I didn't get the shundo, which everyone was talking about on the videos, except me, because I probably don't manifest it well enough.
1 in 16, 1 in 17 then, Ian. And I guess one of the things that Milo's going to pick up on, because he did mention it in his vlog, I noticed it when I played, was the not always dropping eggs from spinning Pokestops.
I didn't have an issue. I didn't really have an issue. There was 1 or 2 where it didn't stop, but I seem to remember that it's never been said that there's guaranteed drops.
No, well, what I found hysterical is I queried it internally, and they came out saying, "Oh, it's an increased chance to collect 2 kilometer eggs." You think, well, what else are you going to pick up?
Well, one thing I will say, actually, I think you might touch on this as well. Comparing this to the OG Riolu Hatch Day, all that was hatching was Riolu. It wasn't mixed in with a pool of other mom.
Yeah, just Riolu, yeah.
Which I seem to remember the original.
Was Riolu mixed? I can't even remember.
It was a very low. It was like, it was 1
or 2 other ones that were
That was it, yeah. You had like 1 egg Riolu, 5 eggs, like 3 others, didn't you?
I think that was it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Was it like, I think I got 1 Iggly buff out of all of the eggs. And I was like, okay, 1 mon out of however many I hatched on that old hatch day. I think it was 2023, actually. So
July 23. Yeah.
Showing off.
Yeah.
I got the book.
Look at me and my Iggly
give
buff.
me some credit.
It wasn't even a shiny one.
Mark's like, Milo, really well done. I'm like, I told you the month.
Yeah, you did to be Ian. You did, to be fair. Well done, Ian. Well
Ian's
done.
Always
some of us research before a video. Didn't reference it in the video, but I did research it.
It was definitely the best pick for a replay style of event, which seems to be the common well, we'll
This
say
whole
theme
season,
for
yeah.
this season, really. And if you're going to replay a Hatch Day, Riolu is the only real one that would drive any interest as a repeat, because we had, Azuriel, Cleffa, and a few others, and we haven't even got around to all the different baby Pokemon yet. So, yes, look forward to that, listeners, although there are some that would probably be all right. I know Munchlax, what was it, last year, was a good fan favourite for many people.
Absolutely.
Definitely, but having a combination of half-hatch egg distance for this event overlapped and added in with the Go Pass bonus if you got to that rank was brilliant. So it was actually quarter egg distance if you'd unlocked. I think it was only tier 1 bonuses or something like that. So it was quite easy to access. 0.3k on supers. I burnt through a lot of incubators because, I did hatch 218 eggs.
Oh, it's close.
In the,
It's not that I checked your thumbnail just before we recorded.
In the, I think it was about 4.5, 5 hours. And I definitely slowed down at a certain point, which you guys probably would have seen why. Going into the hatch day, I just wanted to see what I could get. It's one of the best opportunities, these 1 in 10-ish hatch days, to see how many shinies you could get or if you can get a good one. And I was very thrilled when I got a 96 shiny, which was the 14, 14, 15. I was like, cool, that's equal to my best one, which previously was an incensed shiny Lucario when Marky and I were on the bus over to London Go Fest Park. Did hatch a hundo, got this 5, 6, 7 as a regular. I'm like, sweet, I'll take that. And just kept hatching. And it got to the point where, you're doing batches of 9.
Just keep hatching.
just keep hatching. And you do go through that thing of, I want to get my batch of 9 for the sake of doing the video clip. But beyond a certain point, right, I'm cutting it off and I'm just going to hatch as I go and I don't care anymore.
You
but
see,
before,
I didn't do that, and it was probably my downfall. I would have hatched more
just
if I had.
before. Yeah, well, it depends, I guess, how many eggs you want to, include on non-B-roll clips. But just as I got to the point where I'm going to do B-roll, I hatched a shiny, and it popped up as a 5, 6, 7. My jaw hit the floor.
We didn't see that. We just saw your shaky hand.
No, I know, because it was annoyingly the first section of B-roll I decided to do. I would say I reverse manifested this one because just before that, Marta and Francesco and I come back to the house. They decided,
that's a lovely trio, isn't it? Is that a couple of days,
for the day. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Thruffle.
They decided to call it and jump on Pokopia and do their.
Here we go. Welcome to Incense, the Pokopia podcast.
Obviously, I'm going to go and keep on hatching. Like, that's what I'm going to do. And he said, go and get yourself a shundo. And I said, it's not going to happen. It won't happen. There's no chance.
There's always a chance, Milo. Come on now. You know how this game works.
But that's that thing of reverse psychology with the RNG in this game.
Very clever.
See?
That's definitely not how the universe works. You can't.
It's not a proven strategy. Well, I'm the one sitting here with a Shundo Lucario in my account.
Have you, Milo? I didn't know that. Have you got one of those? Have you?
Sunshine.
I thought you didn't flex it on your thumbnail or in socials at all.
No, not at all. That's how the internet works. But I would say, even if I didn't get that, I would have said this was top quality event. Like, good bonuses, obviously great Pokemon. It was a lovely day for all of us, and you can't really go wrong with that. But it did get me thinking about, when we originally discussed what Pokemon you put into a hatch day. And it's like, they haven't got through all the baby Pokemon yet. You don't need, Scope-Tick, pay attention. Please don't give us an Igglybuff hatch day, for God's sake. There's plenty of egg-lock Pokemon.
Yeah, Tinkertink, for example.
Well, not anymore, but that would suit a hatch day.
Vroom hatch day.
Vroom, or Salandit, or God knows whatever.
Salandit
day.
There's some egg-lock Pokemon that
but don't leave it too long, because you leave
it
it too long, people lose interest.
Yeah.
Unless it's Riolu.
Unless it's Riolu.
Yeah. So.
Imagine the magic cart you like, and they'll go, something's happened, Pokemon trainers. Salandit, the 12-kilometer egg Pokemon, has been discovered appearing in green eggs. Oh, what? For this weekend only. That'd be great.
We can hope.
Yeah, we can hope. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Scope-Tick to accidentally put it in the wrong egg, which leads me into this next section. Some say for the month of May, the interns have flicked the wrong switch.
And that they work upside down like a bat.
All we know is it's time to...
Ask the intern.
At Scope-Tick.
So ask the intern, boys, we need to discuss this because we had a new Mon drop, didn't we, for Sustainability Week?
Did we? I didn't see one.
Well, we did because it was everywhere for like all of, a few hours.
Yeah, a few hours, yeah.
Like a day.
Yeah.
So
Then, all of a sudden, it dries up.
like
because,
a desert.
as we know, Scoptic has history and they can't help but completely cock up biome-themed Pokemon. So Silicobra was dropped. Everyone's like, great, yeah, it's spawning. It's seemingly everywhere. And then all of a sudden it disappeared. And then it was like radio silence until later that day when Niantic put this message out on social media. Trainers! We've adjusted Silicobra encounters to align more closely with its
Natural habitat.
You can now find Silicobra slightly more frequently in desert-like areas. Hashtag Pokemon Go. So, essentially, they took it away from everywhere unless you have a desert.
Yeah. Can I just jump in and add something here before Ian carries on with this bit? So, how this changed in the game? I'm gonna ask you guys something, and I want both answers for this. So, I'm going to describe something to you, and I want to know what two things this relates to, possibly. So, both of these can feel vast, overwhelming, and at times strangely desolate or sparsely populated.
Croydon.
Very good.
We've not done that one for a while. Come on, boys.
No, we haven't. I'm, of course, describing deserts and Asda supermarkets, which is quite apt. Or supermarket car parks, actually, in fact.
Yes, there you go.
So other supermarkets are available.
Other supermarket car parks are available.
The replies to that tweet or
colourful
post. Pokemon Go Hub replied, this is quite good, saying, all good Scopely / Niantic. I'll just head over to my nearest desert in Africa. How about we get an official statement on what the game considers a desert-like area?
That, I think, is the biggest bone that people have to pick, and I'd say rightly so, because for the first day and a half, people were figuring out where is this thing spawning and what's it tagged with? Like, people were looking at that Overpass-Turbo map that we used to find Wiglet and beach biomes that are alongside the River Thames and everything.
Yeah, OpenStreetMap, right?
Yeah, something like that. And like, what tags does Silicobra actually spawn with? And some people are saying, well, it's like sand, desert, dust, historic, and a whole bunch of other weird things. So people were finding them in cemeteries. There was like one section in a park in North Acton, which I was aiming to then go over later in the week.
Is that going to be on your Parks of London video?
It would have to be, yes. Because I
was going to say North Africa, Ian. Do you like that?
North Africa, yeah. That's for when I've used all London's parks up. Right, let's go to Africa and look at the parks over there now. But there was one corner, like just a corner of this park that spawned Silicobra for whatever reason, but only that area. And people think, is it because there's a sand pit in there? Like, that's sort of like weird stuff.
Yeah.
And then Scope to come along and change all the parameters because they made a mistake.
Yeah. 10 years into the game, boys, and we're still making the same fundamental mistakes that we got in the... Well, not in the first year. It kind of started all these sort of issues really started dropping Gen 2, wasn't it?
Do you think, guys, and I think I know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do you think if they just got the biome right off the bat and none of us could get it and it was only in deserts and that was off the bat how it was landed, we wouldn't even be talking about this, would we?
I do think that's the case because people wouldn't have dexed it in the middle of London. And then other people are going, well, hang on, I was working. How the hell am I meant to get it? Have I got to travel to Lanzarote or Tenerife or Morocco to get it?
That's the biggest gripe I think a lot of people have, because it was intentionally going to be a difficult Pokemon to get unless you happen to be living in Las Vegas or something. And even when they changed it over, I found this hysterical. People on Reddit were saying, I live in Las Vegas and it isn't here. So I don't know if for a time they just took it out of the game entirely.
Vegas is notoriously in the middle of a desert.
So like, if it's not spawning in an actual desert, what the hell do they classify as a desert? Is it their own offices?
Deserts are notorious areas having absolutely fantastic 5G mobile signal as well. So
yes, and Scoptic employees.
I've been to Death Valley. There is a little bit of cellular service.
The outback of Australia, though,
not everywhere.
Yeah, there'll be people on Ayers Rock. Trying to find.
You can't climb that anymore. You can't climb that anymore.
You don't need to climb it to get a Silicobra.
No, he said on. On, not at.
At, on,
under.
on.
Next to.
So guys, I mean, I know the answer to Ian's because it'll be the same as mine. We were working, and that's just the way it is. We miss out on these little flaws and glitches. Milo, you are wired into this game. You, by all intents and purposes, have got time to react to these things that happen in the game. Did you get one?
No, didn't have a chance. Because, and this is what I was saying about the time frame of it, Tuesday the event drops, and that's when people were scouring and going like, why is there a big park in East London that's often all circular that's spawning them everywhere? And then it was discovered on the Wednesday, and unfortunately Wednesday is podcast edit day, and that is a duty I shall not abandon for a goddamn silly little snake. So eventually it came to like, North Acton's got this like one corner of a park, it's there. And I was like, cool, I'll rock over there on Thursday, go and do something. And it was Wednesday night when suddenly the reports started coming in. Silicobra has disappeared from the face of Scoptic's planet.
Silicobra.
And I think that's the biggest error here, is that it's their mistake. They ballsed up the geotag stuff for the Pokemon and then corrected it halfway, or not even halfway through the event, just like less than 48 hours into it.
It's like a day and a half into the event, yeah.
You're like, either get it right or fix it after the initial event has released. That's what
the thing is, they couldn't fix it after the event because people would have filled the boots by that point. But we're having the same conversation, and I can't believe that we're saying this like 9 years later, and certainly 5 years into the podcast. Why don't they test this stuff before they release?
Hang on, aren't you the man who last week said, I don't think they do this stuff intentionally or whatever?
I genuinely don't. But then you've got to ask, is it ineptitude? Did the intern really just cock it up, or did...
I think one of them stood up
know.
like a human. They weren't upside down like a bat, and then the blood disappeared from their head. That's what happened. I don't know how you make this mistake.
GG's. If you got one, GG's. But 10 years into the game, we should not be having this conversation, really, should we?
No, not really. And luckily, the good people who check these things, the community has put together a map of where you'll find it. And yes, it's mostly in proper deserts. So if you want to have a quick boat trip to Africa, be our guest. But there are like 1 or 2 dots.
It's available in the Canaries, so you can actually get it in holiday hotspots.
You could do, but in terms of continental Europe, it's not available whatsoever. Even though there is
deserts in Europe.
No, there is technically a actual desert in Poland, and it doesn't spawn there.
What?
It is actually a desert, like a scrubland.
So why is it not on it then?
So why is it not there? It's because of the tags inside of the map data. And if they don't align, that was what the whole issue was, is the tags that they'd applied to the Pokemon initially were way too varied. So then they went away, took it all out, and then just added, it's this tiny little section of stuff. And I don't personally have an issue with biome locked Pokemon.
No,
we're used to regional Pokemon, but don't drop it globally and then say, oops, our bad, sorry.
Yeah. It's the thing of they put out the statement like 2 days after they've made the initial change. It's that time frame. It's like there's no consideration for the player base.
So solution to this was, we'll talk about Sustainability Week in a little bit, was you whack it in the ticket, don't you? So at least everyone gets the Dex entry, gets at least one. And then if you need to build them and work on them, you need to go somewhere where it's difficult to do that, I assume. That's the simple solution.
The argument is if everybody got one, then there'd be no chase. So putting it in the Go Pass kind of defeats the objective of having it to be one of the rarer Pokemon.
And we had Stonjourner, didn't we? So actually, if they just put Silicobra and said it's Africa only, and you only get it in Africa, then actually we just have to stomach that, don't we? And launch it like that.
Yeah.
Bang.
If it had been a proper regional Pokemon, we probably wouldn't be having this discussion at all.
But rather than biome locked,
It's a biome release that was broken and fixed midway through the event that people were really hacked off about, which I think is fair.
But that's not the only thing, because I'm hacked off about other things to do with Sustainability Week, not just Silicobra.
Shall we go into Sustainability Week? Because luckily, the stupid snake was not the only focal point. We had the introduction of a shiny mushroom that could run away for you. We had, obviously, Wiglet making its fantastic return to the beach biomes, which I didn't bother venturing out to go and get one personally. And a Corsola that was impersonating Elton John with the lovely rose-tinted shades. So that was off Roots and in 7K Eggs and in research as well. So, I mean, Ian, you've got a bone to pick with Sir Elton.
I do, and this comes down to... This is not to do with Sir Elton Coral, but I do have a bone to pick, and it comes down purely to RNG, and specifically my own RNG. But I know I'm not the only one in this position. I wanted the shiny Elton John Corsola. I went hard for the shiny Elton John Corsola. So much so that I was DMing people in my community and trying to find out where the hatch tasks were so I could actually stack hatch tasks.
Yeah.
And every day for the event, while I was working, I was hatching one batch of 7Ks. And then at the weekend, I was hatching at least 3 to 4 batches of 7Ks, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and then rolled into Monday for the last day of the event. And I must have checked upwards of like 30 or 40 hatch to egg tasks as well. So I had a lot of opportunities to get said shiny Corsola. Diddly squat.
Good farm shop.
Bad eggs.
Literally on my t-shirt.
Yeah, good farm shop.
Nothing.
Bad eggs.
Nothing at all.
Didn't even get the hundo. And
So
I
that's
did get quite a lot.
rough.
I mean, I transferred a hell of a lot of them, but I hatched, I went hard, and we know eggs are a con, but I'm starting to think these field research tasks were also a con because it just didn't happen for me. And as I say, I haven't gone this hard for a mon or a costume for a hell a long time.
Do you know what the problem is with those research tasks is they were probably the same shiny rate as the ones off of Roots, because the ones off Roots...
Root, don't start me on Roots. Lapras, I love Lapras, but I'm so sick to death of seeing Lapras spawning every 30 seconds and maybe
I'm sick
like
of
one
Lapras
or two
not getting in a
Corsola.
Pokeball. Like, I was having to Ultra Ball Golden Raz every single one, and they were still breaking. I'm like, why are you so bloody difficult to catch? Honestly, it's pathetic. But
Off of Roots, I again did them Saturday, Sunday. Saturday I was out for a long time for Riolu. Sunday I was out for nearly 2 hours. And I saw maybe 4 Corsola on the Roots.
they were rare.
Really, really bad spawn.
They were very rare off of Roots, and it wasn't the only thing. Because before, I'd love to hear what Marky managed to get as well regarding this event. But the thing that I found very funny was Glimmet, obviously spawning off of Roots. I got
one
more
or two, but
Glimmet.
no, it was mainly.
No, I got
mainly
so many more
Lapras.
Glimmet appearing than I did during its debut event, because one of the best things they did, and that's where like this is one of those events where it was really good and really terrible at the same time. The root spawn boost was fantastic.
It was amazing. It literally every 30 seconds, Pokemon spawning. Bam.
So good. So, Marky, did you whack your root boots on and
I mean,
rock and roller?
Very good, Milo. Let's break this into Pokemon. I think bit by bit. I like that. So like Corsola light, and did Roots on Saturday. Did quite a lot of Roots on Saturday. Actually, Sunday didn't really do any. Little glitch I noticed in the game. You lot will know this already. I didn't know this. If you walk to where Root starts, you want to follow it. Still set it up on the game, so you got to walk to it, and you get the Root spawns off it anyway, even if you're not following it in Root. Didn't know that. Discovered that on Saturday. So that meant walking to the start point, I was getting Root spawns. So good learning there. Got a few off Roots, like Ian. Probably agree with you, Ian. Infrequent. A lot of Lapras.
Very infrequent, yeah.
But, got a couple in a row. Thought they were coming, then they didn't. Then they were very difficult to find again. I found that the 2 kilometre hatch 2 kilometre egg task was there was a few of them around. Didn't get a lot of them, but there was a few of them around. You're going to hate me for this, Ian, because RNG is a funny little monkey. So today I was grabbing a coffee at a well-known fast food restaurant by the Arches.
Good.
Yeah, exactly. I had a little pop-up come up in my game, £5 voucher from the Play Store. So long story short, I redeemed it against the deluxe ticket because even though Sustainability Week had ended, whilst I was on the game today, you still had a window to claim the items and buy the ticket. So I bought the deluxe pass for it, and I got the shiny Corsola on
off the Go Pass.
Off the Go Pass Deluxe. And it was the middle one. So it was the one after, was it rank 30 or
30?
Yeah. So, my final one that I caught, and I only caught 21, Corsola with the Elton John shades on, was shiny. So
Good going.
that was amazing, actually. It doesn't work like that normally. It was a decent one as well. So it was a 14, 13, 15 shiny Corsola with the Elton John specs on it. So...
the ticket is still available. I'm not risking a £5 on it. No, not going to happen.
No, don't do it now. Definitely don't do it now. And apart from anything else, Vasa, whenever we get around to another lucky trade, I have a spare for you because I got 4 of them.
Oh, of course you did.
Of course he did.
Yeah,
what for every
Cresselia I
day,
did.
Ian? What for every day?
Oh, don't turn it into GoCast.
It was there and in open goal. But I managed to hatch.
Tag
I did
me one.
hatch.
I need that. Don't do a
hatched
Francesco
a
and me go,
lot.
what do you have to offer me?
You can have one. You can send a Pancham in my direction. It's fine. Actually, no, because we already have that
Deal.
lucky shiny. Something
We'll do that
else
in Chicago.
rubbish. But I did hatch a lot of eggs, over 200 7Ks over the course of the week, and did get 2 Corsola from those eggs, as well as one of the lovely purple ball cast forms. Fabulous. Oh, I actually tell you, I got a Togepi and a Trubbish on the first batch as well. So it was like good egg shiny boost across different Pokemon. Very happy to get the Corsola. Did get
Which is
one
weird,
off
'cause I
of
did
Roots.
Loads of not a thing.
RNG at the end of the day.
No, see, it's my origin. We know my origin after all of this time. It's bad.
I think the reason I kept going was the eggs were good at the start of the event. I got the Togepi and the Trubbish in the first batch, and then 3 or 4 batches later, it was like, oh, Corsola's there, fantastic. And then it was a lot of dead time.
Yeah.
So many eggs of nothing. It's that thing of, do you keep going? Do you persevere through the
I did. I was
nothing?
completely like fished in.
But I did get one from a route, and I got one from a research task as well. So all manner
Nice.
of methods. But I did probably see north of 300, 400 Corsola just from... I was running routes constantly. And the thing is, you could keep the routes going, whether they were short or long. You didn't have to finish the route. You still got the route spawns.
That's
so I was
right,
looping and getting all the spawns. The only thing I would say is regarding the routes, the mid part of the week, which is, I don't know, I know like people like Lapras, particularly Sue, Hermes Ninja.
I do, but I mean, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
3
I
days.
saw too many
It's intense.
Laprases. Yes.
But the one that I really enjoyed was Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Trubbish. Because there
Nice,
was
I
some
did, yeah.
really good Stardust boosts in this event, not just through wild spawns, but through the field research as well, if you fancy the combi. But I don't know about you guys, the rest of the event spawns kind of faded into the background for me. Like, I know there was Cutie Fly and Fungus featured and
Well,
all
I
these sorts
needed
of things.
Cutie Fly for some masterwork research with catching a fairy Pokemon, so I actually got my 100 like that in the week. It was so quick.
Oh, well done. Now there we go. 52047. Oh, sorry.
17 is it?
17 now in the Patreon Gold exclusive chat. That was hunting the Cherubi, which I was in field research. Would have been a good chase, but I would end up focusing more on, like, if I didn't see the task was hatch 2 eggs, I threw it away because they were catch 10 and catch 15.
And walk 3 kilometers was another one as well. Yeah.
Oh God, explore 3. No, not with the amount of Lapras and stuff that was spawning off routes. Like, do I need to explore in that 3 kilometers? I'll find a million Lapras before getting one from field research.
Binacle was a good spawn for the Masterwork research. If you're still on page 1 of 10 with the Kalos spawns, that was quite a nice.
And if you needed your rock types as well after the fairies.
Yeah.
So it had like some really irritating factors, but the event, I think, actually was overall, I really enjoyed it.
It was a good event, and for me, it was just tarnished by shiny luck, by RNG, because I'm resigned to the fact that my shiny luck is bad. But when there is a new limited time shiny and you're going hard for it and to not get it, and I'm not the only
you
one.
Don't get it.
One of my locals who I chat to a lot, they didn't get it, and they walked over 200 kilometers in the week doing routes, hatching eggs. When somebody puts that much effort in and they still don't get it.
200 kilometers in a week. Wow.
Yeah, and still
It is
didn't
doable.
get the shiny coral. Yeah, it's tough. That's a bitter pill to swallow.
So shall we close the bin lid on sustainability?
We haven't talked about Toad School. Did anyone get Toad School?
Toad School? Oh God, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was there and it was dropped shiny.
I didn't personally get one.
I didn't.
Did you guys make an adventure to find the biome for it?
Well, I live in the biome for Toad School, so they were
that's
hatching.
handy.
They were hatching wherever I was going on my routes on Saturdays. That was easy. They were all there. Yeah, I saw quite a lot of them actually. I think it's something between 80 and 90 over the weekend. So it's full odds though. Like, So I was content with the opportunities because I think some people were struggling to just find them, weren't they?
Well, that's it. Not everybody lives nearby what they would class, what Scopetic and their infinite wisdom would class as a forest/grassy biome.
It's any capture screen that's got the pine needles on the floor, isn't it? If you're in that area, that's where you're going to find it, isn't it?
But you can also find them in open grass areas as well. So
yeah, one of our local parks, the more sort of
Does spawn them.
the sort of more wide open park, that one had them spawning quite early.
They don't spawn massively. I will say, on the first day of the event, I trekked down to Gunnersbury.
Also, where I work actually has them spawning as well, but I still didn't get any joy with it.
Nah, I think in total I probably saw like 200 over the event, and honestly, I'm not like in any way bitter or angry or whatever of not getting a shiny.
We know it's going to be on a tour. We know it's going to be on a wild area. We know it's going to be on a Go Fest at some point in the near future. So I don't really get the FOMO for new shinies that I used to, because we know it's going to be dropped in a big IRL event at some point, and this far into the game, we know it's never going to be that far away.
Yeah, and I don't know about you boys, but this is the only thing I've seen a lot of people like really hate the biome stuff, and I kind of get it. But from my point of view, it's like, if the biome I know is not like crazy far away, but it's obviously not in my local vicinity. So if I end up walking or traveling or doing whatever and I find it, it kind of feels like a rare and exclusive opportunity, which is exciting. So yes, on the Sunday, I made a bit of adventure further, not really that far, it's like 15-minute drive to an area which had a lot of them spawning, which was a proper forest or a proper woodland. So it felt thematic. And I don't mind the fact that, like, yes, you travel to try and get the Pokemon. I get it. And that's why we discussed with Silicobra. That it was the mess up and mistake that was problematic, not necessarily the way that it was going to be.
Well, it's not really cinematic, is it? Going to an Asda car park, is it? Trying to catch a flipping snake. So you did better
do
on that, mate.
what you got to do.
I was say, I personally, out of all of the British supermarkets, I am partial to Asda. Walmart in the States. Walmart used to own Asda back in the day.
I did check Lidl's car park, and it wasn't spawning Silicobra at the time. So
that's less cinematic, isn't it? A little
write off. A write off.
That's a budget supermarket.
But Toad School in the forest or the grassy area is nice, and didn't get the shiny, but am I bothered? Not particularly. As you say, it will come around again, and I think weirdly they become more available outside of the event windows.
I think what sort of we need to get off this idea. I understand, but I think what kind of hurts the most is limited shinies, limited costume shinies.
Yeah,
like the Elton John Corsola, because who knows if it'll come back. It might come back for next year's Sustainability Week. It might never come back. It might
come back for Fashion Week if they do that again.
It could do, actually. Yeah, it could do.
Yeah, but I've named one for you, Vasa. There you go.
Thank you.
It's sat in the account. And thank you for the chimchar as well.
You two are jokes.
You know what? Yours turned out better than mine. No, it's funny about Milo and I talked about some serious trading. Or do you just want to swap chimchars because you've got two of the red hat, I've got two of the white hat? I'm like, yeah, let's do that.
He sent through his costume.
I loved how Milo knew how his turned out well before you did it. And his little pops up his message on it goes,
no, because it says Milo's the lucky trade, and obviously he confirmed. I had to wait to actually film.
Right.
Yeah, I think whoever initiates the remote trade gets to see the process first. So that's why that worked. Yeah.
I like that, though. I do like stuff like that. I thought that was quite funny. That was good.
It was worth it, I would think. But
talk about shiny Pokemon, though.
That was my first remote lucky trade.
Was it?
Nice. Finally.
Yeah.
Enough,
two more on the percolation.
Enough prompts with the gifts and the weekly challenge that we did as well.
Yeah.
But Marky's saying it's all about the shiny Pokemon. It certainly is in the game that Sir Chimchar over there is going to host.
Sir Chimchar.
Shiny happy Pokemon. Shiny happy Pokemon.
To be fair, I do have PTSD that Milo made me host this last time when Billy was on, so it's only been 2 weeks since we played this game last. But we're going to do another head-to-head between Whitfield and Marky Boy, and it is a
deafening sound effect.
Straight away, it's a Mexican standoff. We're going to play
2 people.
3 rounds. And basically, it's who's got the highest score after 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
If you get the same, we're going to have to go to sudden death. Yes. So, we're going to do what we always do with this game. We're going to start off in Kanto, because as we know, everything starts in Kanto. And Masterful 27.
Ian,
I want to know, on the shiny Butterfree, what colour are its eyes?
Green.
Oh! Whee!
Whitfield.
Yeah.
I want to know, on the shiny Beedrill, what colour are its eyes?
That is tricky. They are blue.
Correct. 1-1
Nice.
after the first round. Let us move to... We're going to go straight to... Well, Whitfield and I, a couple of years ago, we went to Las Vegas for the Hoenn Tour. So we're going to jump straight to Whitfield's favourite generation. Milo Whitfield, I want to know, on Shiny Groovile, what colour is the little leaf that comes out of the top of its head?
Grovile, yeah?
Yeah.
Is red. Quality shiny.
So it's 2-1. Masterful 27.
Ian,
I want to know...
can I have my favourite generation, please, like Milo had his?
That's round
No,
3.
we're staying in Hoenn. On Shiny Swampy, what colour are its like little
Is it
things that are on its
Swampert?
arms? Yeah, they're like little elbows.
Swampert?
Yeah, Swampy, yeah.
They're purple.
No, they're like a beigey colour.
Ah, those bits. I get you.
Are you talking about the elbow
Little
pads?
elbowy things, yeah, the pads. Because BMI's walking, so they're kind of like the elbow.
Oh,
So it's
swampy.
2-1.
Now
What's
we
your
go to
favourite
Master
generation, Mark?
27's favourite generation.
Yeah, what's your favourite generation?
A Kanto, please, Ian.
Okay, Kanto.
We start in Kanto. And
We end
finish
in Kanto.
I want to know, what colour are the spoons on Shiny Alakazam?
I want to say they're pink. Oh.
They don't change colour, they're spoons.
Oh. Well done, Milo.
So actually, Whitfield, you don't need to go because you've already got
He's won.
2-1.
Yay.
won.
Whitfield, you
Thrilling.
are this week's winner and next week's Game Lord.
Lord of the Game, as the
Lords of
Or
something.
maybe you won't be, we'll see. I don't know.
song goes.
Lords
Boy,
of
and
the Prance.
strip me of my title. Like
Poor Milo.
maybe I celebrated too much. We won't go to that.
That's not Milo.
No,
Let's not Milo.
Let's move away from the game, and I look forward to bringing something catastrophically awful next week.
Well, I'm going
And
to bring
speaking
something
of catastrophically awful. Perfect. Yes.
Milo, you took the words out of my mouth there because we don't have to wait till next week for this bit of terrible news.
It's the news.
Yeah, it says on the post.
Are you ready for the May concert update?
I was.
Until we saw it.
I was, and I'm still waiting.
Listen, we are gonna. Well, I say we're gonna skim over it a bit, but there's very little more we can really do than that. And we have got some max battles, guys, for the month of May. And of course, these Dynamax Pokemon may appear. I love that they may appear in max battles throughout Memories in Motion. And we have got the following: the debut of Dynamax Cottony. That's exciting.
Wow.
May the 4th to May the 10th. May the 4th be with you, Ian. Star Wars Day to May the 10th.
Shame it's not holding a lightsaber.
Imagine if they'd thought of that. May the 11th to May the 17th, we've got little Growlithe. Little
Growly.
Hello.
We've got Dredgesteel between May the 18th and May the 24th.
Oh, nice. Dredgy Steel.
Dredgy Steel, yeah.
And we've got Combi. Yeah, that powerhouse of a D-Max
The
Pokemon.
Combi.
Bear in mind, if you're going after the shiny of Combi, there's 2 variants you need.
Yes.
Plus, you need the female to evolve. Because
May the
that's
25th
queen,
to
the
May
prime
the 31st.
max battle Pokemon.
Are we waiting for
Wow.
G-Max Combi? Because that has 85
G-Max
segments on it and 75 smiles on it.
It's a whole beehive.
It's a beehive with wings. There are your max battles. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I would say I think the best bit about May is the 5-star raids because we've got the return of some quality Ultra Beasts. So from May the 6th through to May the 12th, the oversized jellyfish of Nihilego is returning.
Yes, we love Nihilego.
We really do. And then from May the 13th to the 19th, we have the 3 different regional Ultra Beasts. So Buzzwole is returning to the Americas and Greenland. Pheromosa is coming back to the EMEA and I region. They've actually remembered India exists on this post. Well done, Scopetic. Top
GG.
marks. Shout out to the Indian listeners over there. And the one that I think most of us really like is the Asia Pacific region is Zerkatree.
Yes.
That's coming back.
Yes.
Such a good one.
Zerky.
And then if you wanted some more Tapu action, don't worry, May closes out with Tapu Bulu or Tapu Bunda, depending on your preference, May the 20th to the 26th. And then Tapu Fini is coming in to finish up May and begin June. May the 27th
that
to June
Tapu
2nd.
Fini will actually overlap Go Fest Tokyo and lead us right up to Go Fest Chicago.
I bet they're thrilled.
Yeah.
I bet they are excited.
Oh, yes. And don't worry, there are some raid hours to go alongside of this. Luckily, the raid hours are not too difficult to remember because it is the day that the raid boss switches over. So Nihiligo is May the 6th. Buzzwole, Pheromosa, and Xurkitree in their regions is May the 13th. Tapu Bulu, May the 20th. And Tapu Fini is May the 27th. Good number.
Now, if that doesn't whet your appetite for May, I don't know what will. It certainly won't be the Mega Raids. In Mega Raids between the 6th and 12th of May, Mega Camerupt.
Wow.
May 13th through May 19th will bring you Mega Glalie.
Wow.
Don't worry, they get worse. The 20th of May through to the 26th of May will be Mega Altaria.
We need to insert that sound effect of a cat retching.
Yeah.
Let's do that, yeah. And finally, to round up May 27th through to June 2nd, Mega Medicham.
Just push the door closing sound effect in.
Don't come back in, mate.
Now, if you want something to... No, this isn't going to excite you. There's no way I can make this sound appetizing. Your shadow Pokemon for the month of May is the Shadow Space Duck Cresselia in Shadow Raids, May 6th through to June 2nd. Can
we send these back to the kitchen? I'm not happy with it.
No, that was the kitchen drawer shutting, Milo. So that's just... That's Gordon Ramsay shutting every single drawer and cupboard in the kitchen.
Take your jacket off and you know what.
You know, I think the intern that came up with May's content at Scoped
you're an idiot sandwich.
I think Gordon Ramsay needs to go around and make his idiot sandwich.
Yeah, his idiot sandwich.
Definitely. 2 slices of bread.
Oh, well, listen, let's get into the depths of this because we've got the events, guys. You ready for this? Events, plural. I don't know why they put an S at the end. It doesn't really feel like this. That is pushing it.
Well, there's 5 events. I mean, no, it's not. It's not good.
No, it's not good. So listen, we are just going to top line them for this part. Some of these events will be...
we need content for future weeks. We've got to eat this out over the next 3 weeks.
We're actually having to. What was the word you were saying, Marky?
Stretch it out.
There you go.
We'll drag it out, I think was probably...
Drag it out. That's the...
So these are the dates to make a note in your calendars of. I said we will talk about these close to the time. May the 2nd, Entei Shadow Raid Day. May the 9th, we've got May Community Day. That's
It's already been announced. We know that. Yeah, we know that's LeChonk. Yeah.
May the 12th to May the 18th. Details have dropped. We'll talk about this near the time. Spring Marathon. And then May the 16th.
If you've not read the article, don't get excited.
Wait till next week's episode.
Absolutely. We've got the May Com Day Classic, literally on May the 16th, a week after the Com Day. And then we've got a Mega Raid Day on May the 23rd. And that is it. That is it. That's May events.
Events is pushing it.
It's pushing it. And we've talked about this over the last sort of 2 to 3 weeks now, but we said a week off isn't bad. And then last week we said, well, 2 weeks off is kind of pushing it a little bit. And next month we've got 3 weeks off.
Yeah. Do you know, I think I posted this somewhere, but...
You posted this on X, and you know what? I actually was thinking the same thing, but you beat me to it.
This whole season is memories in motion, and it feels like it's got severe memory loss because...
Amnesia, I think it's called, yeah.
Amnesia, yeah, exactly. You've got, like, the biggest catalogue of events ranging from truly horrendous to epic.
You know what? Should Niantic have called this Dementia in Motion?
Dementia. It's just the same event over and over again. Welcome back to the Chonk Community Day.
Memories of when the game was good.
Actually, you know it's called Memories in Motion. I was thinking about this earlier. And if you go back to when the game first dropped in 2016, we only really had one event a month if we was lucky. Maybe they are going back to the OG style of...
That's it. Maybe they're like, hey, this is what it was like in 2017.
Really show you what it was like when the game first dropped.
It makes you go... Well, I mean, we discussed it extensively, actually, just before recording, and Marky made a good point that not everybody goes out to play, obviously, during the course of the working week, and sometimes a week-long event can maybe downplay the events that are focused on the weekends, and every weekend, every Saturday of May has something to cover it in terms of like a 3-hour event window.
Yes.
But I don't know, honestly. For me, it just feels very weird. Like we discussed last year when there was that point in time, I think it was either this equivalent season or the summer season, where at one point you had one event that was lure-based, one event that was route-based, one event that was wild spawns, and then there was one event that was raid-based. You think, this is getting out of hand. But I don't know, it's when we feed that back, you're like, there's too many things happening, and they go, oh, you don't like that? Right, we're going to take everything out of the game then.
Slam the brakes right on.
It's a bit like you cannot find a middle ground. And in my view, March was probably the most solid month because it had 3 weeks of worth of events, Saturday events every weekend, something to do, and then it had that week break at the end, which felt in the right place. We've discussed what April feels like.
We've discussed it extensively, and we don't really need to go over it again, but having the majority of the month off with only one week-long event, it's gonna turn people off. They want more players playing the game in the lead up to GoFest. They're going the exact wrong way for this to actually have any momentum at all going into GoFest.
Ian, good news.
What?
For us, it means we just need to do weekly YouTube vlogs for the content.
Oh, wait.
Woohoo!
I already do that.
Oh, wait. I have seen a few people on social media say, oh, it's the calm before the storm. It's the lead up to the GoFest. He's like, I'm sorry. Not everybody is going to either Tokyo, Chicago, or Copenhagen.
Nope.
And Global GoFest is in July. So really, the global break would be June, which means that this month of May, in my view, is the weakest month worth of content in Pokemon Go we've seen in probably the last 6 years.
Yeah,
and
I
Scopetic need to pull their finger out of the place that the sun doesn't shine.
We're not going to do it mid-month.
Yeah, just because they've won awards for community engagement, it's like, okay, well, we've won some awards, now we're going to do nothing.
Community, I had some people with community ambassadors going, oh, it's good, I can have a time off then.
Yeah.
If there's no content, people won't come together and play.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well, but to be fair, we do have to think about the commitment to these community ambassadors. It does give them a bit of time off. So
maybe they've done it for them.
We've got to remember, community ambassadors, they're volunteering. It's not that they need time off. They're volunteering.
They're volunteering to host Mega Altaria raids.
Yeah,
exactly. Listen, it is what it is. But yeah, enjoy your break in May, everyone. So
yes, have a nice chill time. Let us know what you're going to do instead of diving into Shadow Cresselia.
Well, let us know what games you're going to start. There might be a new game, maybe.
Well, you know how May is looking really bad.
Go on. Yes.
Arnie's going to tell us exactly how bad it is.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left.
There's nothing left. Arnold's Paradise. I really like that chorus.
I do. May's Paradise. Yeah, I like that.
So that's what Arnie kind of thinks about May. But boys, good news.
What?
We've had some...
Oh, we're really going to need a few of these actually over the next couple of weeks.
Well,
so listeners, please get in contact.
Yes, please. If you haven't done it and you've been saying, I'm going to do it at some point. Kate,
just do it.
You said to us at Wild Area, I've been meaning to do this for ages, and you sent us one in. Send us more WhatsApps. We need WhatsApps for next week and the next couple of weeks because the show will have no content.
Pick up the phone.
People that have sent us WhatsApps this week. First up, Darby Russ has been on.
Ooh.
Darby Russ.
Hello, Mark, Ian, and Milo. I hope that you are all well, and hello to all the listeners.
I love the crispness.
Darby Russ here. Just wanted then to come in off the back of the most recent episode where you were discussing the gaps in the weekly events.
It's a very timely message.
I think for me, what it does allow is a bit of time to focus on some of the other medals. I think I've got enough to get over that last line for level 80, but there's some that's still got quite a long way to go, which is Best Buddy. Still in about another 40 or so to go for that. But I have just Best Buddied a Hundo Shadow Tyrant, which has now gone to level 50 and evolved. So a really powerful Shadow type there.
Nice.
Shadow Rock type. But it also just made me think of a question because I've been quite lucky with that family. I got the Shundo Tyrant on the research day last year.
I remember you
and I'd already had a Hundo as well. So I don't know about you. There's a couple of times I find that there's certain Pokemon that just seem to like you. And that is one for me. That and Beldum got a nice little army of about 7 now, level 50 Hundos and
nice.
a 98 Shadow. So just wondering if you guys had a Pokemon or two that definitely you seem to connect with a lot in the game for some reason. It just really likes you. You get lots of good ones for it. So it's just a question posed for you there. I hope you all enjoyed the Tinker Tink Community Day. I remember Milo voting for that off one of my last messages earlier in the year where it was about if you could have a Pokemon for a Community Day, what would you have? I'm still holding out hope for a Pidgey because I still don't have that Pidgey shiny.
Never say never.
Burning a hole in the shiny decks for Kanto there. So fingers crossed one day. But hope you're all well. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ross. It's almost like Milo saw some data mined information, wasn't it?
It was, wasn't it? Felt like that, Ian.
I don't think it was
It's
available
almost like
at
you'd
that
seen
time.
data mined information before we talked about that.
Yeah, well
I think
done,
it
Milo.
came out soon afterwards, maybe. I'm not sure. But thank you very much for sending that message in. And I have to mention this, but 52017 in the Patreon chat has simply written Solosis.
Okay.
The
Okay,
translucent
Solosis is his
testy
mon. Yeah.
is the luckiest Pokemon, I guess.
Come on then, boys. So what is your what's your mon? Which mon gravitates towards you guys for? I'm guessing like Darby meant like Hundos, like
Hundos,
Shundos.
yeah, Hundos, yeah.
I got in terms of like stuff that you wouldn't necessarily expect, Yveltal has always been insanely lucky for me. You know, yes, you can do loads of raids, but we've seen people do, north of 1,000 raids of one legendary, not even get a hundo. I think I have like 8 hundos of Yveltal and a shundo of it, and not even in 1,000 raids. And I never got one from trades. That's all through just burning many, many passes. So Yveltal's definitely a top pick for me.
Love how to get that one in. Did you, Ian? Like, I've got 2 of them at hundos and a shundo.
No, I've got like 8 hundos and a shundo.
All right, Milo, chill out, yeah? Save some for others.
That's just the question.
Oh, you are such a monkey.
He
sometimes.
was answering the question. Yeah,
Who was I giving that?
No more, no less. What about you, chaps?
I don't think what I'm about to say is probably any surprise to you guys, but I was just scrolling through my decks, and I would say my Pokemon, and not through me picking it, but it picking me, is probably Esper, because you guys know at events, the shiny is literally always there in my face. Throughout the life of it being in the game, I have 3 hundos and a shundo.
Yeah. For a Pokemon that's like, well, egg to start with, but it is in the wild and everything. Yeah, so that's pretty
egg to start with
insane.
in the wild. I think it was in raids as well.
Ian loves Chinchu. That should have been your pick.
Well, I did get this that was my first shundo, but in terms of
Esper
numbers and gravitation, it's probably Esper. As Mark yawns his head off.
Oh, I'm tired.
I can't blame him. Esper.
I didn't pick Esper, it picked me.
It's Ian Spiritmon. So, listen, my one, I was looking at them all, and listen, it just gives me an excuse to tell the story. I've got 9 Hundo Pikachus, all variations of caps, costumes, a couple of babies as well. The centerpiece was the Shundo that I got for Manchester Road Trip with the background. My Shundo Pikachu. Yeah, I think that's which I maxed out, obviously.
That's like the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Shundo with the background.
I only have one Hundo Pikachu, and that was the lucky trade with Kate at Go Wild last year in the pub.
I do have 5 Hundo Plusals as well, Ian, if you're envious of me. But no, it's the
you can keep them.
Good question, Russ. Like that, mate. Good question.
I really like that question. Really like that question.
The next one was sent in just before we recorded today.
Good timing.
And it's from Gold Tier Patron 52017.
Oh, here we go.
Oh man, I'm pretty nervous about this. I hope this message will send through to you guys, and you'll get this in time. But
thank you very much.
Hello, it is me. It is you're one of the newly joined Patreon members, 52047, and yes, that is the name 52047. You guys
is it 47 or 17?
52, whatever works for you guys. But it's a number that I came up with back in middle school, like my gamer number, and I kind of used it ever since. So I know it's a strange number, but this is what I've used. But yeah, hello. I've been wanting to send a voice message in for like a long time. I've been a big fan of you 3 for for like a good while now, and then I recently discovered not recently discovered the podcast, but I remember finding out it last year through one of Milo's videos. And it's funny too, I remember on one of his videos last year, Milo, I made a comment about wanting to leave a message, and I never ended up getting around to it, and Milo was like, you should just do it. So
yes,
but no, I'm very socially anxious and stuff. I don't really like sending this stuff in, but now that I'm a Patreon member, I really like supporting you guys, and I wanted to send something in. So
we appreciate.
And I really just wanted to talk about, like, I've always wanted to like bring like a topic of the week to the show, and I really just want to like talk about like just what's going on with the game right now in general. Like, it's super weird, right? I mean, I like rolled my eyes yesterday when the May calendar came out, because I mean, raids are fine, max battles are fine, although there's one issue with max battles, but like all the events are like slow, and like I mean, you look at like the calendar, each box represents like an event for the month. There's only 5 like events for the month boxes wise, but then you go back, like it's funny enough, I have August's event calendar for last year pulled up. There's 14 boxes on this like infographic. So there was 14 different events last year, and you had like a research day overlapping with like the Sweet Swarm event overlapping with Cozy Companion, the Hatch Day, and then like the Team Rocket event overlapped with a raid day and the Go Battle weekend. You get Go Fest Max Finale. Like, it's so interesting seeing the switch up on like events. I mean, I know we're right before Go Fest, so maybe that sort of makes sense, but it's still just annoying. And there's been all these other changes. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I remember when the season started back in March, like the game felt like it changed a whole lot, and most of the changes I'm like, I guess I'm not the biggest fan of, like the max battles and stuff, only having power spots Monday, and then the rest of the week they lowered that makes it harder to interact with them and earn like the free candy and stuff. And then not to mention the fact too, I brought up last week in the comments, there's like the GMAX events. Whenever there's a new GMAX event, they've overlapped it the same week as a new Dimax Legendaries. Yeah, and they've taken away the free research you get every week, and every week, but every like Gigantamax event where you get like 1,500 particles, they took that away the week too. So it's like that's just making max battles more expensive. But at least May Registeel is taking place on a week where there's nothing max battle related. Hopefully not. At least they don't announce something random like that's been a problem. Showcases once a week. I mean, they're just harder to win now, and they're less often. Raids at least haven't changed. I mean, having raids starting Wednesday morning is nice, but like that's like the only positive I think I can give it. I know you guys don't like GBL. I'm not the biggest GBL player, but I'll play it like every once in a while, But they went from like having Go Battle weekends to just having like the GBL days on Thursdays.
GBL Thursday.
But because it's now on Thursdays, there's no free research for an elite TM either. So there's no free elite charge TM for all players anyway. The only way we can get that now is you have to play GBL and get to rank 19, which is very unfeasible for most people. Most people don't like GBL. I get it most seasons, but I mean, that's just how I play. I play the game a lot. So, and then of course, I think the biggest change that really just bothers me is the shiny rate change. I'm surprised you guys haven't really discussed it, but I don't know. I hate it. I hate the new shiny rate change, because it may not seem the biggest deal. Like, oh, I'm not getting as many bronze or Chansey right now. That's great. That's great for some people. But like now, I mean, the last event we had Corsola on the routes. That would have been shiny boosted like last year if we had a Corsola event on the routes. But now it's like it was full odds, and it was hard for people to get it. And this upcoming event, there's a bunch of steel type Pokemon that were once perma boosted. Ponyard is going to be like a rare spawn for that steel type event. But like it's not shiny boosted anymore, so it almost feels like should it still be shiny? Should it still even be rare as like a wild spawn? So it doesn't really like work. I guess I don't know. I'm assuming Meltan will probably be boosted. That'll be nice, but like. Yeah, Pineco is not boosted anymore, and it's just annoying. So, yeah, I don't know. The state of the game is it's in a very weird spot. I mean, I'll be honest. I've been like, Pokemon means so much to me. It's been with me since I was younger, and so I don't know what it is about Pokemon Go in general, but I take it really seriously, and I'm very up to date with things, and I can just tell like I felt a difference in the state of the game. It's just. I don't know. It's really hard to get excited about certain aspects, and now we have this off week again. Is at the moment, yeah. It's gonna be weird. But I hope GoFest improves things. I really, really do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know really what much else to say. It's just hopefully there's something that can be discussed in that aspect. All these changes are just I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I mean I still love Pokemon. I still try my best to love this game, but it's just in the moment that we're in right now. Maybe it's time to take a bit of a breather. I don't know. But anyway, love the show. You guys are honestly hilarious, and I love the content, and I love you guys. I love all your channel. It's just such a vibe to chill out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the show this week and the show in general, and being a part of this community. Like I said, I've been around for a while, but I'm glad I've finally taken that next step and kind of getting over my anxiety a bit, sending a message. So hopefully this message sends, and I will chat with you guys at some point. So take care. Have a good one.
Fabulous.
Thank you for the message.
You.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the plunge, sending it in. Appreciate that.
So many valid points, and I think we're all feeling, we've just talked about it actually, funnily enough, but I think we're all feeling the void that's in the game, certainly for May. And it'd be great if you're at GoFest, because I know you're not far from Chicago. Come say hi, because we'll be there.
Yes, we definitely will be there. It'll be good to meet you, hopefully. But you're not wrong with that. Sentiment of the community is a lot of things changed with this season introduction. Changed at the start, and as this season has progressed, we're now towards the tail end of it, and it's only seemingly getting weaker. And it's that weird shift. This now does feel like that sort of thing we all talked about when we heard about the sale of Scope, like to Scopely, of like, oh, they're going to put ads in or whatever. They've suddenly switched. You can get better shiny rates if you do the premium aspects, but anything that's in the wild that's free is full odds. And that hit with Corsola, definitely.
Oh, it really, really did. But yeah, thank you so much for dropping that message. And great to hear your voice. This is what we need. More voice on this show. Send us your WhatsApp messages.
You can send Incense Podcast a WhatsApp voice message on +44 759 269 5696.
Splendid, David.
Thank you, David.
Sir David.
Sir David.
Sir David.
Sir David. And yes, actually, on that note, if anybody's out there who is a little bit apprehensive about sending a WhatsApp message to the show, please just do it. We'd love the content. We'd love to hear our listeners' voices. If you've got a question for us, if you've got a point about the game, if you've got something like we've seen people send in #Shinies of the Week, which we'll come into very shortly, as a voice message or as an actual post, get involved, because you guys, the community playing the game, is what makes us keep going with this podcast. Be a part of it.
5 1/4 years deep, and we want to keep going. We will keep going, but we need your help. So whether you have sent us a WhatsApp message before, do it again. If you've never sent us a WhatsApp message, do it now.
Do it right now. Do it right now. What time is it, Ian?
Now it's time for my favorite section. It's time for Shines of the Week.
Shines of the Week?
I'm going to jump straight onto X and actually talk about shiny boosts. This one is a ridiculous, and maybe dismisses the myth that all Pokemon are not shiny boosted. Maybe not. But Research Doer has mentioned on X, easily the craziest thing that's ever happened to me in this game. 2 shiny Kecleon back to back, 20 minutes apart.
That's insane.
The second one was an XXL. Yeah, that is the craziest thing that I've seen in the game, I think, to this moment now. But yeah, 2 shiny Kecleons, caught on the same day, 20 minutes apart.
That's actually mental.
Nice.
Kecleon's been in the game for 3 1/4 years, and I've still never actually had one, other than the one Whitfield traded me at. Was it Hoenn?
Hoenn, yeah.
Hoenn.
I got the one at Paris Go Fest. That was my one and only one.
Yeah.
So
I got one at Luton Airport.
Of course you did.
Back to back, of course you did. Yeah, well done.
GG's. My shiny of the week this week is from the Incensed Campfire, and this one is from Neutrello, and it says, listening to the show, and I also hatched a shiny Impidimp last week. Only 2-star though. Complained in the WhatsApp group that I hadn't had a shiny for a while, and I got 4 last week, with this being my best new one, and it was the shiny Impidimp, which is a great shiny. I remember getting that one back at Go Wild. Beautiful shiny, and GG's.
And to finish up this wonderful section, we are going to, said gold tier Patreon member 52047, it is still here, because it's a discussion of the Masterwork research in the #Shinies of the Week channel on our Patreon exclusive Discord. Solid. I remember the discussion a couple of episodes ago about Masterwork research. I will say this one felt a lot better. Less overall time gates and more unique tasks actually made this one feel more fun. Page 9 does get a time gate, which is interesting. I imagine it's just for more mega energy. So they've already got their shiny Diancie. Is a feat upon itself.
Wow, that is impressive. Yeah, GG.
With an 11:35, I think it's 11:14:12 on the IVs. So it's lovely shiny. Congrats on completing it. I've got to be honest. How did you get through getting the souvenirs? That is slow.
If you've got multiple buddies that are all, is it level 3?
It's 3 and above, but oh my God, I went through mine. I've gone through them daily and checking, and not one.
I'm really bad for best buddying my Pokemon, so I do need to put a bit of effort on that.
It's ridiculous. I think
GG's. And 52047 said in the chat, we'll be in Chicago, so we'll see you out there, buddy. Because Whitfield, myself, Sue, and Francesco will all be in Chicago as well.
Jolly good. It should be a fantastic time. But speaking of a fantastic time, hopefully it has been one here on episode 272 of our little Pokemon Go podcast. If you've enjoyed, make sure you hit the follow plus or subscribe button, because that will mean we're automatically downloaded to your podcast platform, and hashtag we never miss a week. There will always be content from us, even if Pokemon Go decides to not provide any.
Even if you're not content with the content, there will be content.
I don't think anyone really is. But anyway, you can always leave us a 5-star review and a written review on some platforms. If you really enjoy what we do here, that'll be splendid. And a big thanks to every single one of you listening. Get involved, as we said, across the socials with our bits and pieces, WhatsApp messages, the email we listed at the top of the show. You can all find this stuff in our episode podcast description. But finally, we do have to say, of course, a massive thanks to the wonderful Patreon supporters of this show who literally keep the physical lights on and the software subscriptions and things like that.
Editing software.
Yeah. And it forces the time to
software,
polish and edit this show and put out the production level that we actually do and we strive to create. So we thank you all, everyone.
We edit this show.
Everyone on the bronze tier. Thank you very much indeed for being the foundations. Let's go with that. Foundation level. But special shout out to the wonderful. And we're going to name you all immédiatement. So the wonderful silver tier members are KLXVI, Del Hazard, Spindiana, Laurie Beck, Steve in Norway, CC is Mad, Saul Haberfield, Lizzie George, Xander Van Driescher, Kate.
Neon, not Neo. It's Neon.
Kate. Ellen Rushton, James Alexander, Northern Soph, Tom Cattle, Charlie Todd, Robert Wilson, Malcolm Grinter, Geordie Castell, Elbeam Breen, Shiny IKEA Mom, Tony of Pride, Junho, Malcolm Burgess, Mr. Jackal, Littlest Sparkle, Matt Bonnet, Zontok, Alex with 2 L's, DJ Meaty Mead, HRH Cayley, and Mr. Mossam. Thank you for a very long list of amazing. But our top and favourite tier of all, gold members. The golden members who get to witness the raw live chaos, the computer crashes, and the things that we cut out of the show.
Gold member.
All the raw material. Thank you, all of you, for your top tier support and being a part of the community. You are JB, Kerry and Zachary, Barside 2, Mandy Croft, Dean DHL, Damon Mac 08, Miss Summer of 69, and Big Boy Baz, aka the Bovrils. And we've got P. Nickerson 13 and 52017.
47.
We're doing 47.
Apparently, the message on Patreon was a joke, I've been told. So I've changed it back literally as you was reading it out.
Well, there you go. It's a joke
because
that
Mark called him 52017 last week.
Well, it's only going to be in this remaining episode, so don't you worry. So all the wonderful Patreon members, thank you so very much. And finally, shout out to our admin duo, a force to be reckoned with. We've got Sue and Francesco, Hermes Ninja, and I Am Prius. Thank you to both of you for all the behind-the-scenes action and help and GoFest prep and everything behind
socials,
this podcast.
emails, dealing with companies that we have to deal with, all of that good stuff.
Yes, behind-the-scenes shenanigans. We really do appreciate
and the
all
IT support, Francesco. Yeah,
literally the alien support.
Francesco, just to turn it off and on again.
It's the most solid.
It works most of the time. Yeah.
Solid IT advice you could hope for.
Welcome, trainers! Guys, we've got some good news.
What?
Yeah, April 27th, good number. Max Monday sees
what?
Shucklecam.
That would be SHUCKLE.
Yeah, it's definitely got a
No, you said to put that in as a marker. That would be in the show.
Well,
maybe it will now. I don't know. Do you want to do that again?
No, I'm leaving it as it is.
Come on. Well, at least it's the end of the show, and people might not listen to the Troyneck. But boys, I've got some bad news.
What?
Well, if you're looking for something to raid next Wednesday, the 29th of April, I probably wouldn't do this it's Tapu Lele.
Lele.
Wow.
Ow.
And on that pair of crushing bombshells and an overall crushingly disappointing show, we hope you can catch your ears for another episode next week on 273. Do take care.